This is Wayne Aker of DrupalTutor.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up multi-file uploads using the FileField Sources module and PL-Upload. This will allow you to upload multiple files at once when you have a file field on a Drupal node or a content type, for example. So first, let me show you what the sort of problem we're solving is. If you have a field, let's say on your article, a file field or an image field on a content type that allows for multiple files to be uploaded, you can only upload one at a time. So even though this allows multiple fields, if I try to select more than one of these images, I can only do one at a time, even though the field itself allows me to do an unlimited number of images. So what I'm going to show you is how we can sort of upload a bunch of images at once to this field, so we don't have to sort of tediously click through, let's say we have 20 images we want to put on here. Maybe this is an image gallery for this blog post. So in order to do this, we're going to need 3 modules. We're going to need the FileField Sources module. FileField Sources is a module that extends the abilities of the file field widgets. It gives you more options for how to get images or other files. I'm going to show images here, but this will actually work with PDFs or other file types. But it extends the ability so that you can pull images from more sources. We are also going to use PL-Upload integration, which is going to bring in this multi-file upload widget. And then we're going to need a third module, FileField Sources PL-Upload, which connects these 2 modules together and makes them work together. So the first thing I'm going to do is install all 3 of these modules. So can do this the normal way. I usually, if I'm installing through the interface, I'll usually just copy the URL. And let's see, install another module. And the third one. All right, and then we need to enable all 3 modules. So we'll go back to our modules page, FileField Sources, PL-Upload, and FileField Sources, PL-Upload. Now there is one more step that we're going to have to do, which is the PL-Upload widget needs to be downloaded. This is actually a third-party library. It works in other places outside of Drupal. So we need to download that library, and there is a link on the module page for the PL-Upload integration module. Make sure you use this link. If you just go to the actual PL-Upload page, the current version is version 2. That version is not compatible with this module, so you need to make sure to get the older version. The older version, 1.5.8, is linked directly right here in the on the module page. So I'm going to download it from here. And it'll come down as a zip file, so we'll need to expand that zip file. And then we need to put this into our Drupal directory under Sites, All Libraries. If you've installed a WYSIWYG editor, you've probably done this process before. But here are my Drupal files for the site. So if I go under Sites, All, and I don't have a libraries folder yet, so I'm just going to create one, libraries, and then I need to take this PL-Upload folder and copy it over so that it's here. So Sites, All, Libraries, PL-Upload. Expand this out a little bit, and I need to rename this because you'll see it's got the version number in it. This needs to be named just PL-Upload. Right, so that's what your folder structure should look like, with the PL-Upload files underneath it. And if everything is set up correctly, you should be able to go to Reports, Status Report. Okay, and scroll to the bottom and you'll see it did detect the PL upload library, but there's a warning because it contains the example files, which is a potential security risk. So what it's asking you to do if you read that is to delete this examples folder. So I'll put that in the trash and refresh this. And now I got a green status report here and PL upload is set up. If you've put the folder in the wrong place, you'll get some sort of warning down here so you'll know that it's not set up correctly. All right, so our modules are installed. Now we need to configure the image field that I was using before on the article's content type. We need to configure it so that it knows how to, that we want to use the multi-file upload, the PL upload widget. So if I go to Structure, Content Types, and then here next to Article, I'll go to Manage Fields. Here's my image field, so I'll edit that. And I'll scroll down, and there's a new choice here called File Sources. If I click that open, I can pick additional sources, like how I want to import these images. And so I'll show these others in a few minutes, but let's just let's start with the multi-upload. So that's the advanced upload widget. You see it says PL upload next to it. So I'm going to check that box. And we can skip the other settings for now and just hit save. And now if I create a new article, we have these extra options here, upload and advanced upload. So if I click over to advanced upload, you'll see I get a different, this is my multi-file widget. And so I can click add files, and now I can actually select as many files as I want. And you'll see they get loaded up here, and if I click start upload, you'll see the progress bar going across. If I scroll up, you'll see it goes pretty fast because it's on my own machine here, but yeah, that went really fast. But it was uploading them all at once, and then here they all are. And now if I need to reorder these or put some alt text in, I can do any sort of changes I want on that, and then save it. All right, and all the images are up here in my article. So super fast. All right, one thing that you might want to do is if there's not a whole lot of reason to have the standard upload widget once you do this, so making people sort of click over, especially if you have other people who are uploading content to your website, they might not see this little link, and so they might be nice to get rid of the regular one. You can do that. If you go back to Structure, Content Types, go back and edit that image field, and you can uncheck the upload widget, the default one, and save. And now when you add a new article, you'll just get the multi-file upload by default. All right, so that's probably the most seamless way, then it just works. All right, and so that's pretty much all there is to getting multi-file uploads working with FileField Sources on Drupal 7. Let me show you a couple other features of FileField Sources because there are some additional options beyond multi-file upload. So if I go back here, let's turn on the other options here, and I'll just walk through them. So we'll turn on remote URL text field. This allows us to pull files in by URL, paste from clipboard, autocomplete reference, and file attached from server directory. I'm not going to do this one. The file attached from server directory allows you to specify a folder on your server that maybe already has a bunch of files in it, and then you can sort of import directly from that. This one's a little more advanced. It requires that you like maybe FTP the files up ahead of time. So that might be a good choice maybe when you're doing like an initial import on a new site. I'm not going to go through that one because it requires that you sort of upload the images separately. But these other ones are all sort of straight through the Drupal interface. So I'll turn those on, and then I'll go show you how they work. All right, so now those are on. Let's go to add new article. And so here are my additional options. So I've got the advanced upload, but remote URL. This allows me to paste in a URL for an image and then sort of suck it into the site, automatically import it. So if I go over here to the Drupal tutor blog, and now I should be clear, you should not be stealing images from other people's blog, including the Drupal tutor blog. But since this is mine, I can copy this image, and let's say I want to bring this image from DrupalCon Austin over to my new test site. So if I right click on the image and choose copy image URL, all right, and what that'll give me if I just sort of paste that in is that would give me a URL directly to the image itself. If I take that and paste it in this box here and hit transfer, it automatically pulls it right into the site. So then I can save, and there it is. And I automatically pulled it down off the web and into my site. Let's look at some of the other options. Clipboard. So Clipboard, this one works a little bit inconsistently. Depends on what kind of browser you have. I'm using Chrome right here. With Chrome, it actually works really cool. So like if I can even click on this image and do like copy image. Okay, so not copy image URL, but copy image. And then I can paste, and it actually transfers the file like that. That I think only works in Chrome. However, I've seen it works differently on Firefox. If you load up Firefox, what I found is you have to actually copy an image that's on your computer somewhere, and then it will work. You can't just copy out of another web page. So probably this clipboard option, I would only recommend it, maybe if it's just yourself who's uploading your own blog page or a limited number of people, because the behavior of it is a little unpredictable. But it does work once you understand it. All right, the last choice is reference existing. This allows you to reuse files or images that are already on the server. So if you remember, I uploaded a bunch of images on that other document. Now you need to know sort of either what their file name is, or if they have a title, if you filled in a title for them, which I don't have enabled here, a description. I think you can type that as well. But if I take this and let's say I happen to know what this image is, then so I can reuse an image from the other document, from the other node, or the other article that I did before. All right, and once I save, all those sort of go together and they all sort of seamlessly flow coming from those different sources. All right, and so that's it. That's how you use FileField Sources, specifically to do multi-file uploads, but also to pull in remote images if that's what you want to do.